Sometimes the secular writers and poets are more prophetic than God's own people. I found a quote recently from a science fiction book. Actually, I didn't read the book, I found the quote. The writer is G. Michael Hoff, Hopf, and the book was Those Who Remain. And here's the quote that gripped me, and I want to share this with you today because I believe there's biblical wisdom to be found in his words. He says, "Hard times create strong men. Hard times create strong men. Then strong men create good times." So far, so good. But then he says, good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. That is rich, beloved. And I believe it explains one of the reasons why our country is hanging in the balance and we're looking for warriors to get on the field. Because the truth is, we have been living in good times, relatively good times in America. This last presidency brought prosperity and blessing like we have never seen in the nation's history. And there's statistics on that, unless you're in denial. But those good times create weak men. Weak men meaning those who are fat, so to speak. They're lazy. They're non-risk oriented. And that has brought us to this place of hard times because weak men create hard times. The good news is that hard times create strong men. And that's what I believe is going to happen. God is going to raise up strong men in these hard times, men who have the soul of a warrior and are willing to fight and even die for the things that they believe in. If you want to check the biblicity of what I just said, read the book of Judges. You will find this pattern is repeated 7 times. Count them, 7 times in the book of Judges. Israel backslides and finds themselves under God's judgment. Their enemies seem to be prevailing, and they cry out to God, and he sends a champion, a deliverer. They're called judges, men like Gideon and Samson. And he raises up these men, and they deliver Israel. Hard times create strong men. But then Israel would get fat. They'd get lazy. They would take things for granted. And good times create weak men, and they would backslide. That cycle is repeated 7 times in the book of Judges. That's how biblical what Knopf is saying happens to be. The good news, as I say again, is that the hard times we are in, and they could get harder, are going to create strong men. And that's what we need, beloved. We need some strong men. We need men who will stand up, go to the battlefield, willing to fight, willing to die for the things that we believe in. If you love America, if you believe in America, if you want to see America great again, take your place in the army. Get in the battle, and God will bless us all. I hope you have a wonderful day. Think about this. Let me know what you think. We'd love to hear from you.